Tammy Whitmore Coleman, and I am 51 years old. I will be 52 in September. Yay, me. And I am a vegan. I've been vegan for, it'll be 4 years in June. And before being vegan, I was a vegetarian for 2 years. So I am a wife. I am a mother. I have 6 beautiful step kids, and I am one of 10 children. So I have a really big background, and I am the only vegan. I have an older brother. I think he may be vegetarian. His wife is vegan. So the way that my vegan journey got started actually through my husband, Monk Coleman, and I never thought in a million years that I would not eat meat. And when he decided to go vegan, I'm like, all right, have fun. that have fun with that, because I'm eating my meat. But that just didn't work out that way. So and I know all people or all vegans at one part that weren't born vegan said that they would never go vegan. And I was one of them once I found out what a vegan was, because I didn't know what a vegan was. I don't even think I knew any vegan people. I don't even think I knew any vegetarian people at the time. So my whole crowd, my whole reality was meat eaters. Everybody I knew ate meat. So my husband, I believe he had been vegetarian for 2 years before I even stopped eating meat. But what kind of got me to on this journey was cooking for him. So once he told me that he wasn't going to eat meat anymore, and I could tell that he was pretty serious about it, and I was still like, okay. So I was like, well, I'll just make him like an extra, instead of putting meat on his plate, an extra side dish. And that kind of got me on my journey of not eating meat. And it wasn't too difficult at the time, but I would still make meat for myself, but I would just add another side dish for him. And in doing so, over time, I just stopped eating meat. And after that, he went totally vegan, cut out eggs, cut out milk and cheese and stuff like that. And then eventually, I did the same. It's kind of hard to be in a union and one person eats meat and the other person doesn't. So I knew that he was serious about it. So I'm like, okay, this is my husband. We're going to be equally yoked. So I didn't want him going off on one journey and me being on another. So we came together and we both just started living this vegan lifestyle. And it's been wonderful.
Oh,
And
wow.
starting, I did miss meat. And I think the hardest thing for me, and I used to tell my husband in the beginning, it's like you see all of the commercials, all of the meat commercials, all of the restaurant commercials. Everybody's advertising meat. Everybody's talking about hamburgers and just easy foods that you can have access to. So that was kind of hard for me. And then also the seafood. I think that was the last thing I gave up, was the seafood, because I loved crab, I loved shrimp, and I loved lobster. After that, it was all good.
Okay. All right. Well, that pretty much segued into my second question. Okay, so how do you handle social situations? So like when you're out, with people or whatever that are not plant-based, how do you handle those situations?
Well, I have a big family.
Mhm.
And, every year we used to have family reunions at the park, and, the barbecue and the hamburgers and the links and stuff. So we would bring our own food.
Mm.
and we would grill up our own food on a separate grill or on some foil and stuff like that. And it's funny because everybody would be looking at our food, and some people would be curious and ask about it and want to taste it. Of course, the younger generation, the older generation was like, "What's wrong with you? You guys don't eat any meat or something something wrong with us." My aunts and my uncles, they're stuck in their ways. They've been conditioned,
Mm.
all of their lives. So that's all they know, and they're not trying to change. So when we go places, a lot of times we do bring our own food, and I'm okay with that.
Mm. Yeah, that's usually the situation. You got to travel with food.
Cooler, and you get your ice and have all your little food that you're gonna want to eat, and you bring a little extra for the people that's curious, because somebody's gonna want to taste something and
Mm.
try it. So
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so growing up, what foods did you love that you actually loved then, but now you veganized them? So what are those foods?
well, the foods that I absolutely love, black folks, we love chicken,
Mm.
wings and thighs. It was fried, baked, grilled. Yeah. So chicken, I haven't been able to really find any good vegan fried chicken. I've had a
What?
few but I haven't. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area or Oakland Bay Area, so I haven't really found a good place.
You don't have
But
to find no place. It's mushrooms.
but see, you know what? I am the pickiest vegan person. I was already a picky eater from the beginning. So for me, it's like I don't like mushrooms. I don't like eggplant. I don't like zucchini. I don't eat asparagus. Beets. My husband got me started eating avocado, and
What?
it has to be really mashed up, almost like a spread with seasoning in it. So yeah, I'm that person. I'm that vegan.
So you don't eat.
I'm real picky about what I eat, and I feel bad for him because I don't eat it. I don't want to cook it. And that's about it.
So no cauliflower?
I do like cauliflower.
Cause you can fry that like chicken.
Really?
Yeah, I'll
See,
send you the
there's
recipe.
a lot that I need to learn. I do my cooking, and I normally I will go online. Like when I want to just try something different, I'll go online and just look up something that like easy vegan foods, or
Mm,
say if I have like just something that I can make, something that I can look up that's kind of easy that I can make, veganize it.
mm,
Like any dish can be veganized, basically, because there are substitutes for everything now.
right.
And just like when I first started off being vegan, I did a lot of the little processed chicken
Hmm.
nuggets and fishless fillets and stuff like that, which I don't do anymore. Now I don't even like that stuff,
Mm.
but I do the Beyond Burger and the Beyond Sausage, and I think those are the main two, and probably the field roast sausage. I like
Oh,
their chipotle sauce.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
haven't
So
gotten in my own patties and sausages and stuff like that.
look, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is the the most positive result of you changing your lifestyle, your diet?
Oh wow, just the way that I feel.
Mm,
The way that I feel, and of course, you the the animal prospect of it and the environment.
mm,
But I feel awesome like all the time. I don't have any aches or pains, and I love it.
mm.
I
So
don't
pri
miss meat.
prior to you changing your diet, was there like stuff that was going on that you noticed, and did you ever think that it was food related or?
No, none of that. I mean, I didn't change for my health or for the animals or for the environment. That all
Mm.
came later.
Oh, okay, okay.
that was just all a plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I felt good back then, but now I feel good knowing that I'm not hurting animals
Right.
or animals aren't suffering because of me, you know?
Hmm. Okay, so do you think as far as like the food budget for this lifestyle that it's outrageous? Because there's a there's a huge misconception about that. Like if you're plant-based and your grocery bill is out the roof.
Not really. I mean, the processed food is a
That part.
little more
Mhm.
expensive, and that's why I really don't do it a lot. I just kind of stick to like the things that I really like the hamburgers and the links and stuff like that. But other than that, the only thing is you're at the store more because you're eating more
Mm.
fresh fruit, vegetables, and you probably cook a lot more. So that's the only thing. But like vegetables, if you don't buy them already packaged up, it's cheaper,
Mm.
and
So
that's what I've just learned.
okay. So do you get like any kind of reactions like from your families with you being plant-based? Like is there anything negative or is it positive when you interact?
Um, well, not so much negative as them saying things. My parents or my mom.
Mm.
So he, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, my mom and dad, we have taken them to vegan restaurants before,
Mm.
and they did like the food. But it's like one year, I think, when I turned 50, I had a little get together at a restaurant, and my cousin bought in a vegan cake. My
Mm.
mom would not have anything to do with that cake because it was vegan. The cake, it was a chocolate cake. It was so delicious. Everybody loved the cake, but because it was vegan, she wasn't having it. So my dad was like, "I'll eat your."
So pretty much it's like if you don't name it, then they're gonna eat it.
Right,
So
right. And I've had people say, "Well, how do you not eat meat?" Or "How can you not eat meat?" And how do you get started? And it's basically the way that you've learned how to cook is how you basically get started. I mean, like I said, anything can be veganized. I mean, if
right.
you want to go and get some Beyond Meat for like spaghetti or tacos or whatever, you can do that. If you want to add some sausages to whatever you're cooking, you can do that. So it's not hard. And
Mm.
I tell people all, Google this and just Google easy vegan foods or easy vegan recipes or whatever you're gonna cook for dinner. Just don't add the meat. Add another side dish.
Right.
I did that for time, and that worked out just fine for me.
Right. Do you think there's a stigma when it comes to people of color being plant-based? Like they shouldn't?
Um, no, I just think it's kind of we're conditioned to eating what we've been eating since we were young.
Mm.
We were taught this, and our parents were taught that from their parents and from their ancestors and on and on. So that's kind of like all we know, and we just don't make the connection that we don't have to eat this. This isn't good for us. So we it's just all a being conditioned and not
Mm.
wanting to step outside of that and try something new. I've had people saying, "Well, I can't not eat meat." That's what I said. And it's a lot of it. But here we are, not eating meat, you know,
Uh,
not the animal suffering. So it can be done, but some people just don't want to do it or they just can't break that connection.
mm. So, do you think there's a connection between health and food that we consume in the Black community when it comes to health challenges, like
Most
especially
def
females?
most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, all of our health related issues are due to food. When we grow up, you're told, eat meat or chicken for protein and this, that, and the other. And then once your blood pressure goes up or you get um, heart issues or something, what the doctors tell you, cut back on your red meat and don't eat this and don't eat that. By that time, it's too late. By that time, they're already pumping you full of medication to take care of something that you didn't have to have.
Mm. So it's pretty much all related, and eating a certain way could eliminate some of those ailments.
Some of those ailments, some of these pandemics, everything. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow. Okay, so do you feel that eating a plant-based diet in the long run is healthier, or?
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's a lot healthier. I mean, because you're not putting in all of the nastiness that's, that goes into this meat of the everything that they're pumping into the meat nowadays. You're not putting in the fear and anxiety of the animals that they've killed. And it's funny because you see I do Instacart, so I deliver, I do personal shopping for people right now to make some extra money.
Mm.
So when I go to the stores and people have meat on their order, and I'm looking at all of this meat, and I'm so glad I have my mask on, so it helps the smell. But it's like you see the packages that are cage free, or in some that aren't cage free. Like, there's a difference. There's no difference. That animal was treated the same as the other animal.
Right.
That animal the same as the other one. That wasn't caged free.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's just crazy the way that society is, and how they think that if you treat something one way, and if you the end result is it still gets killed, and you cannot kill anything humanely.
Mm-hmm.
That animal still suffers, whether it's in a cage or out of a cage. Whatever you're feeding it, it still suffers when it comes to, killing an animal. And we take all of that into our bodies. We take all of that pain and suffering, all of that anxiety, all of that is taken into us. And, what we are, what we eat.
That part. You mentioned earlier with Monk saying that you guys actually him starting first, and then you coming in joining as a union for this lifestyle. So do you think that it wouldn't have worked per se, as far as if you didn't transition to this lifestyle, like as far as like cooking, like would you have been able to still cook your meals and cook his meals, or would it have been just too difficult?
I don't know. I think it would have been difficult because he would be living one way and I would be living another way, and
Mm,
I would be doing something that he's like totally against now.
mm,
So I do think that it would be difficult if I was still eating meat and he wasn't. And it's funny, I've often wondered, if he had not started meditating, because that's what got him going in the vegan direction. If he wouldn't have started meditating, if we would still be meat eaters.
mm,
Being vegan opened up a whole new world for us, as
mm.
far as like the people that we've met and places that we've gone, and just everything is it's just opened up a whole new life, a whole new reality.
Mm. Wow. And so would you ever consider like going back? Like, so is this road better?
I don't think I would ever go back.
Mm.
I mean, not, but I know that I would never go back. And this road is definitely better, and it's like for the health, for the planets, for the animals. Why would I want to go back to putting something in my body that's killing me slowly?
Mm. So, okay. So any advice that you would give to couples that are looking to cross that path to go into a plant-based lifestyle? What advice would you give?
Hmm. Well, I would actually say try and do it as a couple. That way you have support. You're not doing it by yourself. And just stick to it. It's not difficult, it's not hard, and it's with the information that we have now through the internet. man, you look up all kind of stuff. People on the internet and YouTube cooking up everything. You can figure out how to make anything on YouTube. So, yeah, stick in there, man. It'll be worth it in the end. You know, you're not going to be going to the doctor. You're not going to be. I haven't been sick in years since I went vegan.
Wow.
I have not. Oh, I'm all out in the elements right now. You know.
So, is there other stuff that you're doing in your diet besides eating? Like, and you mentioned Monk does meditation. Do you do that too? Is there any other wellness aspects that you're doing?
I do meditate.
Uh-huh.
I try and do it daily. I do maybe like 15 minutes a day right now.
Mhm.
And I also do guided meditations at night. We go to bed to guided meditations. And I also listen to affirmations. And then I also, I work out every day, or try to work out every day. So I want to be in shape. I like to stay in shape because, you know, you see my husband. I don't want to be, you know, not in shape and him what he does. So yeah, I'm going to be in shape too. But yeah, I do a lot of affirmations. I love Michael Bernard Beckwith. I love him.
Mhm.
And he just really inspires me to, you know, live my best life, to vibrate on a higher level.
Right, and that's what's definitely needed right now. We need to be vibrating at this low frequency right now.
Right?
So we really need, like, until the outside opens up again.
Right. Right now, because I am out in the elements, you know, we got our vitamin C spray, we got black seed oil and elderberry and sea moss. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Woo, that's disgusting. But I take it every day.
You don't like
It's,
it?
oh no. I'm sorry. That's the black seed oil. That's the
Oh, the
liquid.
black seed
The
oil,
sea moss.
yeah.
And
We'll actually have it in an abstract that you know, we sell on the website, but I'll send you guys some so you can try it, because some of our customers don't like the strong taste of the black seed oil, but we make an extract of it with the same benefits, but it's in an extract form.
yeah, that stuff right there. No joke.
Look, but it works though.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And like I said, I'm all out in the elements, and I feel good. And I'm not fearing anything.
That's the other part. It's the fear. Got to eliminate that.
You have to eliminate. Yes, you do. And you have to have a positive mind and you have to think positive. You know, you think positive and positive things happen.
Yeah, because that fear will break down your defense system.
Yes,
So.
it does.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it does.
what are your favorite restaurants? And you can choose any, you know, whether it's in the Bay or in LA.
Well,
Look, we're gonna cut it down to 3.
Okay, so one of my favorite restaurants in the Bay Area, we've been to it a couple of times. We just discovered it not too long ago. It's in South San Francisco. It's called Nick's. It's a vegan restaurant. And the other restaurants I would say are in LA. Gosh, what's the
Sage?
I like Allah. I've only been to Sage once, I think. Or was it another restaurant? I can't remember. Oh, no. I've been to Sage a couple of times. That's Woody Harrelson's restaurant. So that one's a good one. And then there was another one in Costa Mesa, I think Seabird.
Seabirds, yes.
That's a good one. But see, LA, you guys got all the vegan donuts and with the donut friend.
Donut friend? Oh.
Yeah.
Look, I went on their site the other day to see, do they deliver?
Do they?
Look, we too far.
Yes, they got that little donut with the strawberries and cream in the middle, like a little strawberry cream sandwich. Girl.
Look, I go in there and every time I go in there, I'm getting at least 12 donuts.
Yeah, see that, and that's my. I like sweets.
Uh-huh.
I do. I love sweets, so I have to.
It's all in moderation.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All in moderation. So,
Yes.
right. Well, last question. Any advice to just people in general, just just like you said, how you started, anything else that you can shed light on, as far as being a woman, as far as transitioning into this lifestyle, anything that you may have done differently that you want to give some advice on?
Um, I would just say, just if you're thinking about going vegan or you're thinking about cutting out meat, or it's hard to start, just stop cold turkey. I've heard some people can do that,
I
but
did
uh,
it.
start off, you're good. Start off vegetarian. Cut the meat out first, and then go to the eggs and the milk and stuff like that, because it'll come. But get to a place where some type of meditation, where you're not just trying to do it on your own, or have some
Mm.
type of support where that you can lean on people or talk to people when things get hard, or when you think, oh, I want to go to this restaurant, or I want to make this, or something like that. Have some type of support system. Reach out to people that you already know that are vegan and that can help you. I had my husband here, so, and he's always in my ear. Well, don't do this and don't do that. That's not good for you. But that helps me though.
Right. No, yeah, it does.
So just type of support system to back you up. Reach out to people, and it's so many vegan Facebook pages and Instagram pages for support. And I see all kind of people on there. There are Black Vegans LA and Black Vegans of the Bay, and so it's there. The support is there. You just gotta find it.
Right, yeah,
And people
especially
are on
now.
Yeah, people are on there asking all kind of questions, and you can get recipes from some of those pages. People post what they're cooking all the time, and they list put the recipes on there. So the support is there. You just got to reach out and find it. And on top of that, once all of this is over, you got the festivals, the vegan festivals. So it's all kind of good food there.
You definitely have those to experiment. You can go to the festivals. So that's definitely a treat.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely. Then also, being vegan is not just your diet. It's
mm,
also not wearing animal products, not wearing leather pants or jackets or shoes or purses and stuff like that. But they
mm.
have some of that. They have vegan leather, and you cannot tell.
Right.
Because I have vegan purses, and I
Right.
get compliments on them.
I didn't see some stuff made out of pineapples.
What? Wow. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's some really creative people out there doing some amazing things with vegan stuff. And I just read that I think Rihanna has a line of vegan leather now.
Yeah, I saw that, and then Serena does too.
Nice. See, it's there. So go plant-based or vegan, whichever one suits your lifestyle. But come on, and let's get it going. We need more African Americans.
Exactly. Okay, well, that is it. I appreciate your time taking this interview, Tammy.
Thank you, my beautiful sister.
We have to get you on here. Look, without our friend.
Yes.